Hi, my name is Kent Seleska, also known as Kent Hemmons Seleska, and I am a minister, a Unitarian Universalist minister. I've been serving a church for 8 years in Minnesota, and I feel at heart that I have a lot of artistic tendencies, which fits in both with ministry and with various art I've done throughout the years in high school and since. And I've kept a journal for a long time in writing. But now with video and these sorts of things, I've been trying to find a way that might work. And for about the last year, I've been doing art. I've been doing acrylic art painting. And I'll show you a few things that I got here in a little bit. But I thought that I would try out a video series and see how long I could take it, see where it would lead me, where we can go with it, and try to talk about the intersection between art and ministry. Because I'm finding, in particular in this last year of doing some really intensive work around art, along with my ministry career, I'm finding how well the two blend, both in the aspects of success and creativity and speaking to people's hearts, as well as to the fear, to wondering whether you're doing the right thing at the right time, whether it's meaningful to anyone, and so I have a lot of those doubts as well, even though I've been in ministry for a while now. And what I thought I would do as part of this process is share with you some readings from this book, Art and Fear, subtitled Observations on the Perils and Rewards of Art Making. And it's by David Bales and Ted Orland. So if you want to take a look at that, I thought I would read some pieces to you in a few different series and then talk about art and how it applies to my work. And here is a blank canvas, symbolic of my time with you, my time with video, and also not just symbolic, but a blank canvas, a physical, actual blank canvas that I'll be doing some work on shortly. But I wanted to read with you the first couple of paragraphs in the first chapter of this book. And this first chapter is called The Nature of the Problem. And it starts out with a quote from Hippocrates, who lived from 460 to 400 BC. And he says, "Life is short, art long, opportunity fleeting, experience treacherous, judgment difficult." So they say in the first 3 paragraphs, making art is difficult. We leave drawings unfinished and stories unwritten. We do work that does not feel like our own. We repeat ourselves. We stop before we have mastered our materials, or continue on long after their potential is exhausted. Often the work we have not done seems more real in our minds than the pieces we have completed. And so questions arise. How does art get done? Why, often, does it not get done? And what is the nature of the difficulties that stop so many who start? As you can see, there are lots of applications for ministry as well. Maybe you can insert the word ministry anytime it says art in here. At least that's the way I feel when I work with this and read this. These questions, they continue, which seem so timeless, may actually be particular to our age. It may have been easier to paint bison on cave walls long ago than to write this or any other sentence today. Other people in other times and places had some robust institutions to shore them up. Witness the church, the clan, ritual, tradition. It's easy to imagine that artists doubted their calling less when working in the service of God than when working in the service of the self. Not so today. Today almost no one feels shored up. Today artwork does not emerge from a secure common ground. The bison on the wall is someone else's magic. Making art now means working in the face of uncertainty. It means living with doubt and contradiction, doing something no one much cares whether you do, and for which there may be neither audience nor reward. Making the work you want to make means setting aside these doubts so that you may see clearly what you have done and thereby see where to go next. Making the work you want to make means finding nourishment within the work itself. So clearly for me, well, maybe not clearly for others, but one of the things that's very striking to me about this work is just how much it intersects with art, intersects with ministry, and with the work of the Spirit. That it's a lot of times you don't know what if what you're doing has an effect on anyone, if it's meaningful to anyone else, and so there's this quality of needing to just follow what you feel most called to, what is the most meaningful, the most central part of what you're doing. That's the closest I can describe it right now. And I'll get into more of that in future video blogs, vlogs, as time goes on.